Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons.
Welcome aboard. Tip-off underway. Final game for Brownsville St. Joe right on cue. Lutheran North out of Houston taking on the Bloodhounds of Brownsville St. Joe. Kevin Arrow alongside Jason Starkey. Final game. St. Joe 2-1. Looking to possibly wrap up, check that tournament. Not tournament, it is the showcase. Possibly going 3-1 in a 4-game stretch.
Going to have the work cut out for him again with yet another good competitive team out of Houston this time. They got some presence in the paint as well. Not as long as the team that we just played, but they will have a physical presence about them within the paint. So as this contest continues, I'm interested to see how we have a plan for that.
Getting things settled in here. 2-0 game early on. That shot off the mark, rebounded by St. Joe. They're in the white uniforms. That shot from Jerry Martinez makes it 4-0 St. Joe. Coming back on the other end, Navarro kicks it out to Bernie Garza. His shot up. Offensive board from Navarro. Back out to Lucas Cristiano. Jimmy takes it. Top of the key. Driving. Puts it up and almost got the and one, but Jimmy will go to the line.
Well, the scoreboard says 2-2. Not sure whether that's accurate.
I had
4-0 is what I thought.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the hosting school will figure that out as Jimmy makes his first attempt at the free throw line.
Yeah, so they're going to say it's 4-2. Scion Cleveland dribbling it up. Down the baseline, has it taken away. Navarro coming back. Missed on the layup. Second chance bucket from Martinez. He gets fouled.
Another fast break opportunity was started by quality defense on behalf of Lucas Cristiano. Presence definitely felt defensively inside the paint. Got the last two possessions started by good defensive play. As Jerry sinks his first of 2 free throws. It's nice to see the Bloodhounds capitalizing on their opportunities early from the free throw line.
(6-2) St. Joe. North Lutheran, they'll pull up a 3-ball. That shot well off the mark.
Looks like both teams are happy with taking shots from the perimeter. Definitely plays in the hands of the Bloodhounds. See how that plays out.
Splitting the double team was Cristiano, kicking that out one to the corner. Martinez's shot won't go. Coming back is Cleveland. Running the offense, looking for his big man inside the paint. He'll stop. He'll fire up a 3. That one's good. 6-5, Garza out to Navarro. It's Cristiano, Garza, all on the court. Mikey Rivera along with Martinez on the court for St. Joe.
Bernie, Jerry, and Lucas should have somewhat of some fresh legs for all 3 of them fouled out in today's opening game.
They did, and you and I were wondering, we didn't catch that, forgive us, but we were wondering where Ward was burning it. He fouled out. He was the first guy to foul out, in fact, followed by Jerry. Then Lucas fouled out late in that game. Good post move inside from the big man, Zion Harper.
So 21 is Zion. He was a force to be reckoned with in their opening game this morning.
Garza has it. Out to Jimmy. Jimmy hits a three. St. Joe retakes the lead.
It's always good when Jimmy gets going early. Nice to see him 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Getting a shot to convert from the perimeter as well.
Good look inside, out to the corner. Cleveland, he hits back-to-back threes. And it's a 10-9 game. Now you're starting to see both offenses starting to figure it out just a little bit from beyond the arc. Tyrus McNeil lost the handle on it.
Well, it looks like it's time for Big Diego to come in the game. Scattered applause from the onlookers here in Fort Worth. Halton Middle School. Excited to see how the big boy contributes as he gets some early minutes.
Navarro trying to work around the screen set by De La Cruz. Good look inside. That one tipped away. Zion Harper there to knock it away. Navarro just about blocked that one from behind, but able to lay it up and in was Isaiah Greenhouse. Pushing it back on the other end. De La Cruz can't capitalize, and back comes Cleveland. He's hit a couple of threes and a 12-9 lead for Lutheran North.
Inevitably, that's where they want to go with the basketball. Is inside, and they continue to shoot these perimeter shots because I believe they want to soften up the Bloodhound defense. Get the ball in the paint to Zion.
McNeil on that last shot. Jimmy, good look inside to Garza. Couldn't get it.
It was an over-back call on Lucas Cristiano as he contends to compete for every single rebound.
Cleveland coming back on the other end. Driving through the lane, kicks it out. It's got a man open. Offensive board, second chance opportunity. Cleveland lets that one fly.
Might be time for a timeout. Be considered by Coach Lucio. For they're just not getting off to the start that you had hoped.
Shot from the corner, three-pointer, no good. Cristiano with the offensive board gives it up to Martinez. Jerry tries to put that one up, swatted away on the fast break. Cleveland dishes it up. That layup is up and good. And Sammy Lucio wants a timeout right on cue, Coach, after that last bucket. 19-9, the biggest lead for Lutheran North when we come back on the Bloodhound Network.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back. Just a little over 2 minutes to go. Here in the opening quarter, St. Joe off to a slow start against Lutheran North, their final opponent of the showcase. Jimmy Navarro dribbling it up. He was our player of the game in the last game.
Jimmy stepped up in a big way, especially when 3 of his starting teammates were sitting on the bench, and one still home at Brownsville. I think that Player of the Game award was rightfully deserved.
Good look inside. Zion Harper adds 2 more. Three-pointer, count it. A.J. Garza with a much-needed bucket there for St. Joe.
Really got to step it up on this side of the court if we want to get back into this contest early. Didn't really show up to this second game with the same kind of enthusiasm in which they closed out the morning's game. Hoping A.J.'s three-point basket and a strong defensive stand may turn the tide.
And they're going to say that went out on a bloodhound, so it'll stay with Lutheran North. Greenhouse to inbound. Greenhouse pulls up from downtown, can't go. Another offensive board, muscling his way through the St. Joe defense again. Zion Harper for another basket. It's 23-12. Lutheran North. St. Joe needs to answer. E.G. in the game. He pulls up, won't go. Harper with a board.
Big boy wanted to go coast to coast, it looked like on that one, but gave the pass up, trying to reposition in the paint.
Ethan Gallegos checks into the game on that rebound. Floats it up for Martinez. Final seconds, first quarter. Jerry's shot won't go. Zion Cleveland has had the hot hand.
Well, they're subbing one big boy out for another. Gives the appearance that they're just reloading in the paint. Number 30 steps in. A little handsy on the Bloodhounds.
McNeil has it. It's a little over 20 seconds to go. Cleveland now is holding on to it. Now Lutheran North looking to hold for the last shot. They have the momentum and the lead. The lead is 11. That's a 2 off the front of the rim. St. Joe now has a shot to find a basket when the quarter ends. Gallegos quickly, clock's ticking. Unfortunate that one doesn't count.
Yeah, I'd like seeing Ethan try to take a shot there. When as often is the case, you want to get the ball into your shooter's hand in a situation like that, but with time running out, been nice to just let one fly.
So we will head to the second quarter. St. Joe trails 23-12 on the Bloodhound Network.
Convention Center, November 9th through the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade show, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit rgbbf.org for more information.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. McNeil on the inbound, and away we go for quarter number 2, 23-12.
It's one of those situations where you don't need to look at the scoreboard, just need to look at this possession. Increase your energy and level of execution and see if we can't get back in this thing one possession at a time.
Tyler Criswell, wearing the number 30, checks into the game for Lutheran North.
Looks like we got the blocking call with the aggressive take. Jerry Martinez trying to will his team back into this game.
You know, at this point, this is game number 4. Everyone's legs are a little tired.
Yeah, we all just came from Chick-fil-A. I think their bellies are a little full and everyone's just a little lethargic, but it's time we all kind of let that go and wake the heck up. I know a lot of these boys are heading back on the bus.
Sleep later, right?
They can sleep later. They're all young. And we didn't drive up here to lay down on the 4th game, so I expect to see a spirited 3rd and 4th period. Hopefully it starts now in the first half.
25-13. Lutheran North with the lead. Jimmy now taking it up, swings it out to Martinez. We've seen him pull up from well beyond 3-point land. Create some separation, floats that one up off the mark. Cleveland will let that one roll out of bounds. And a wise move there.
Bloodhounds got what they wanted against that 2-3 defense. Jerry found a spot, pulled the big boy out from the paint, had a good look, just couldn't convert.
Zion Harper checks back into the game. And you're right, they went from one big guy to another. Dorian Bryant floats that one up. Bryant's shot won't go. Rebound St. Joe. Garza gives it right back to Jimmy.
You know, I can already tell you, Kevin, difference in our two opponents from this morning and now is this one may not be as long as that group from Louisiana, but they're much better at their guard position, and they can all handle the basketball more efficiently.
That's one of St. Joe's strengths, their guard play.
Absolutely. I think we got 5 guards on the court right now with our size, but some of them do a really good job, like Lucas and Bernie, playing down low when needed.
Martinez, wide open look, won't go.
Great effort by Bernie. Looks like that ball may have found a spot that's kind of concerning. Young man shakes it off. We resume play.
Lucas buries a 3.
At 4 o'clock in Fort Worth, the bank is still open.
He had a big 3 in their win earlier today. Offensive foul.
Gotta love how Bernie's mixing it up with the big boy.
So now an opportunity for St. Joe to close the gap. They'll need a bucket here. They fake it to Navarro. And Jerry's shot. That one won't fall. Jerry's had a couple of wide open buckets. St. Joe's going to need him to heat up here quickly. Swing that one out up top. Bryant, that shot way off the mark. Another offensive board from St. Joe. Jimmy quickly spinning his way right in front of the St. Joe bench. Swings it out to Jerry. Driving through the lane, weaving his way through 2. And Martinez and St. Joe slowly but surely cutting back into this lead.
And again, I think the difference is on the defensive side of the court, Kevin, as we continue to work our way through some mixed shooting opportunities. They play with this level of energy and commitment on the defensive side. I think it's going to work out for them offensively.
And a steal on the baseline as Martinez pushing it up, kicks it out to Cristiano, back over to Jimmy. Fakes the 3, kicks it back out to Jerry. He'll pull the trigger. That one in and out of the rim.
Big boy is going coast to coast, and he loses it.
Bernie knocked it loose. Jerry to follow. Cristiano swings it out to Jimmy. Wide open look for Bernie Garza. 5-point game.
Looking like Bloodhound basketball has finally showed up to the arena today. Thank God.
Cleveland now back with it. Guarded closely by Mikey Rivera. That shot's blocked by Jimmy, and back comes Jerry on the other end. St. Joe needs the bucket. That layup is up, and it's good. And in a blink of an eye, it's a 3-point game and a run from the Bloodhounds. With just a little over 4 minutes to go here in the second, an impressive run. 3-point game when we come back.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard, call today 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
Welcome back. And the Bloodhounds on an impressive run. This was a double-digit lead, Coach, earlier in this quarter, but it is flipped upside down. St. Joe only trails by 3. St. Joe ball.
And again, the effort and execution on the defensive side of the court is creating opportunities on the offensive side of the court.
Now Jimmy coming back. St. Joe trails by 3, 3.5 to go. Jerry guarded by Cleveland, trying to create some space. Dishes it off to Jimmy, drives through the paint, lays it up and in. Nice move there from Jimmy. Coach, we got ourselves a 1-point game. 3:10 left in the second. Good look inside to Cleveland. That one knocked away.
Great late help offered by Jerry Martinez on the baseline.
And one. Zion Harper gets a much-needed bucket there for Lutheran North.
Really just to stop the bleeding for Lutheran. The big boy flexed as he went up strong. Got the foul and the bucket. Let's see if he can convert.
Lutheran North out of the city of Houston.
You don't see jump shots too often taken from the free throw line, but he took one there successfully for 1 point.
Cleveland pushing it back up. 27-25 the score.
Foul of frustration by Bernie, I think, there. Garza should have had the 2 points on a successful drive. And Coach takes him out, let him have a break for a minute, think about it. Zion's calling for the ball. Feels like he has a mismatch down low. But the help defense, again, from the backside of Jerry Martinez, proved beneficial. Zion got another foul, though, committed. He was unable to make the 2 points. De La Cruz rips off his long sleeve shirt, checks into the basketball game again. See if Bloodhounds' new big from down south can help us be a little more successful in our attempt to slow down Big Zion.
So they're having some trouble with the score. It's 28-24. I think that was one of the things Coach Lucio was talking to the scorers table. I think that's what Bernie was pointing out when he walked off the court. It's 28-24. That's the score.
Score is not the only thing that we're trying to figure out. Looks like we don't have any towels at the Fort Worth Classic. But that's okay. 10 pairs of shoes is as good as 1 towel. And we'll get it cleaned up, make for a safe paint environment for all contestants. And the awkward pause is over as we resume play, Kevin.
We call that house cleaning.
House cleaning. The jump shot, 2 for 2 with that technique.
Well, he'll shoot another.
Well, as was the case the first game today, it's a series of streaks by both teams.
6-point lead for Lutheran. Again, Jerry's shot won't go. Cleveland comes down with a rebound. Now going to try and slow down the pace. Cleveland taking his time at midcourt, trying to find a lane, stops for the free throw line. That shot won't go. Up and out of bounds. St. Joe ball.
As this game presses on, I'm interested to see how the bench is used. Seems to me that the bench is a little deeper for St. Joseph Academy from Brownsville. Whereas this team has only gone to it once, and it's to replace the big boy and give him a break.
Gallegos in the game. His shot won't go. Under 2 minutes to go before the half. Cleveland with it, guarded by Novato. Cleveland's cooled off somewhat here in the second quarter. He had a big first quarter from beyond the arc, but Zion Harper puts that one up. No good. Offensive board, showing off some athleticism, was Tyrus McNeil.
Tyrus jumped so high for that rebound, you'd think he's climbing a ladder.
Jimmy's shot won't go. Goes right into the hands of A.J. Garza, who came down with the offensive board. Jimmy back with it. Behind the back move, behind the baseline. Bounce pass to Jerry inside the paint. That's got to feel good if you're Jerry Martinez.
Anytime number 2 sees the ball going through the basket, it's got to build his confidence from beyond the arc. Really love the on-ball defense by Jimmy, but our defense of that baseline is becoming our Achilles heel.
That was a good move there from McNeil again. He has a couple of baskets in the last possessions. Gallegos wide open for 3.
Run the risk of this 8-point deficit being extended in the final seconds of the first half.
St. Joe came all the way back and trailed by 1 since then. Fizzled out just a little bit. Clock will stop with 1 second. 1.3 of a second. That foul on De La Cruz.
Hard foul rattled the big boy from North, failing to convert his first attempt.
Harper had made his last few free throws, and he makes the second. We're at halftime, 35-26. We're going to go to halftime here. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, second half on the other side of the break, you're watching the Bloodhound Network.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville. Somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros. para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Take a ride, or ride a wave, build a castle, or visit a castle. Morning stroll, or nighttime roll. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at sopadre.com.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your needs.
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Here, aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville. Somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Bernie Garza, his shot up. Offensive board from Novato, back out to Lucas Cristiano. Jimmy takes it, top of the key, driving, puts it up, and almost got the and one, but Jimmy will go to the goal, kicking that out one to the corner. Martinez's shot won't go. Coming back is Cleveland. Running the offense, looking for his big man inside the paint. He'll stop. He'll fire up a three. That one's good. Bernie, he fouled out. He was the first guy to foul out, in fact. Followed by Jerry. Then Lucas fouled out late in that game. Good post move inside from the big man, Zion Harper.
So 21 is Zion. He was a force to be reckoned with in their opening game this morning.
Garza has it. Out to Jimmy. Jimmy hits a three. St. Joe retakes the lead.
Nice to see him 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Getting a shot to convert from the perimeter as well.
Good look inside, out to the corner. Cleveland, he hits back-to-back threes. And it's a 10. Navarro trying to work around the screen set by De La Cruz. Good look inside. That one tipped away. Zion Harper there to knock it away. Navarro just about blocked that one from behind, but able to lay it up and in was Isaiah Greenhouse. He's hit a couple of threes and a 12-9 lead for Lutheran North.
Inevitably, that's where they want to go with the basketball. Is inside, and they continue to shoot these perimeter shots because I believe they want to soften up the blood.
Cleveland coming back on the other end, driving through the lane, kicks it out. It's got a man open. Offensive board, second chance opportunity. Cleveland lets that one fly.
Might be time for a timeout, especially when 3 of his starting teammates were sitting on the bench and 1 still home at Brownsville. I think that Player of the Game award was rightfully deserved.
Welcome back. Getting ready for the start of the second quarter. And it is a 35-26 lead for Lutheran North. They lead the Bloodhounds. And the final game of the showcase here in Fort Worth. You know, I haven't been to Fort Worth in some time. I would come often with when the White Wings would play against the Fort Worth Cats. Do you remember them?
I do not.
No, at LaGray Field?
No.
And I checked. I was just curious. I checked from where our hotel was at to where LaGray Field was at, and it was a 10-minute drive, but I had no idea that they turned LaGray Field into a parking lot for jury duty. I was
That's
like, well,
a double whammy.
yeah, well, that's not fun. That place was awesome. A lot of history there at LaGray Field. Fort Worth Cats in the independent days. 35-26, St. Joe came all the way back, and they trailed by 1 in that second quarter. And Cristiano, he hits another 3.
And sophomore Mikey Rivera is the one that continued that offensive possession with the big rebound and assist to the inevitable three-point shooter in the corner, Lucas Cristiano, who converted.
35-29. Back with it is Cleveland. Out to the corner. McNeil's shot won't go. Martinez now going to try and push it back for St. Joe. Pulls up a shot, won't go. Running that one down was McNeil. Turnover. Back come the Bloodhounds. Jimmy kicks it out to Cristiano. Back with it is Mikey Rivera. That shot off the mark. Cleveland has it. Bryant just throws that one away.
Looks like they're going to call it North's ball.
Must have gone off a Bloodhound. That three-pointer is good. Isaiah Greenhouse.
Lutheran continuing to stretch the defense of the Bloodhounds with really good perimeter shooting.
9-point lead. Bernie with a nice-looking shot. Rattles in and out of the rim.
All Bloodhounds would really like to see Bernie get going as a frustrated Rivera gets the foul.
You know, and we talked about how Bernie is, he mentioned how he feels he's in a slump as a shooter and going back to the fundamentals. The best way I can sum that up in my baseball brain is a hitter, you're in a slump, and you hit the ball on a line drive and you hit it right to the shortstop. It's like, what do I got to do to get a hit? That's kind of the shot there with Bernie. It was a good-looking shot, rattled in and out of the rim.
And I tell you, on the Bloodhounds, no one puts in more work than Bernie. You know, I joined him for practice before we drove up and made this trip. Had a really great basketball session that ended in 45 minutes of pickup, only for Bernie to leave that gym and go to another gym and work on his shooting for another hour.
That last 3-ball counted, a 43-29 lead for Lutheran North. Lucio wants to talk it over when we come back on the Bloodhound Network.
Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Welcome back. 5.5 to go and a 43-29 lead for Lutheran North. Coach, I'm going to ask you this. You have some ties to the city of Brownsville, and what we're going to see in a couple of days, that's PSJ North and Brownsville Veterans at Sam's. First time ever we see two Valley teams in the third round playing against each other. And we, when I say we, the RGV are guaranteed a fourth-round team. Coach, what does that mean, first off, for just the city of Brownsville, for it to be there at Sam's?
I think hosting a third-round playoff game is a big deal for that town. I've been there since 2010, and I've seen that, but we've never seen two Valley schools playing at Sam's Stadium at this juncture of the tournament. And so extremely proud, as we see Jerry knock down a three-pointer. It's much needed. Extremely proud of them boys from Brownsville Vets and up there in PSJ North and what they've done in their respective programs. I'm excited for the community of Brownsville and the Valley in general to be able to celebrate two great programs and all the hard work of those young boys.
What do you think that energy level is going to be like?
I tell you what it should be like. It should be a packed Sam's Stadium with a lot of energy and anticipation for, as you mentioned, a fourth-round advancing Valley school. As another three-pointer goes down by Micah DiVetta, the sophomore puts up a much-needed and uncontested three-point shot.
8-point lead. Cleveland's shot won't go. Loose ball. Spinning away is Navarro. He kicks it out to Jerry. Back over to Jimmy.
And again,
Jerry started to heat up.
Three-point shot was started by another Lucas Cristiano block in strong play on the defensive side of the court to get that offensive possession going.
So 3 straight threes from St. Joe, and Jerry knocks that one away. Heads up play. Kicks it out to Jimmy. Can they get 4 in a row? Just off the mark.
Big offensive rebound by Jerry.
He's going to let that one fly. Jerry Martinez from downtown, and he has heated up.
Love the way that the boys came out the second half and got started. I believe 4 very valuable three-point shots has brought this game back to within 2.
How about that? 3, 6, 9, 12. In a blink of an eye, and just like that, 43-41. We'll stay on here, Coach, and continue our conversation about what it should be like at Sam's on Friday.
I mean, everybody in Texas loves Texas football, and I think the Valley's done an incredible job as a whole of really facilitating opportunity for this generation to not only participate in the sport, but to advance their IQ. You know, when I got here, if I'm quite honest, programs like the PSJ North and the Brownsville Vets weren't really playing at the level that you will see on Friday night. And so I too, am excited to celebrate what has happened this year in those two programs, but what's really going on as it relates to the sport of football in our Rio Grande Valley. I think you guys are covering that game too, right, Kevin?
Yes, yeah. Tino,
you got a pretty special color commentator on that night, don't you?
Yeah, Tino's going to be on the call with me, and Kaufman's going to like it because the last time Tino and I did a playoff game together, it was PSJ North at Hannah at Sam's, and PSJ North won.
I know Coach Villarreal has a lot of respect for both head coaches in
yeah.
this contest on Friday. Calls them both friends. He has a lot of, Coach Kelly just got down to the Valley, but he's done an exceptional job with this program. And to transition from the spread offense that Coach Cantu was doing at Brownsville Vets to what Coach Kelly's doing there now with this veer, if you will, and to be running at the level of which they're running it and utilizing pieces that he's using. I mean, Chavez, for example, was a defensive end, and he just rushed for 456 yards and 9 touchdowns in their last contest. That's just one example of Coach Kelly's ability to recognize talent and put them in positions to be successful. So it's going to be a great game. I think Coach Tino is going to do an exceptional job of breaking down, the game in a way that viewers will be able to appreciate, what's going on in both styles of play.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Kickoff is at 6. I'll probably get there at 4 on the dot, Coach. 2 hours before. I mean, you know me. I'm at Canales Field 3 hours before a game. I like to be prepared and well-rounded and everything ready to roll. I may swing by Sam's tomorrow just to,
get it all set
up. That way, I'm expecting a lot of traffic, and I'm pushing for the RGV to really show up Friday evening at Sam's. As Jimmy's second free throw is no good, but it is a 1-point game once again. And we are seeing St. Joe put together a commendable performance in this third quarter, backed up by 4 3-pointers. All happened within a blink.
Should be a charge there.
Ooh. Yeah. That's tough as nails right there for Bernie Garza. Zion Harper. It's a big kid.
With a great personality. I got to tell you, I love the way the kid competes. He's got great energy. It's infectious. In the game that we got to see a little bit as we all arriving this morning, one of the first plays I saw on the offensive side of the court was that young man throwing down a pretty explosive dunk. I asked one of the parents if he played football too. He said no, but that wasn't because they didn't try. I tell you, this is a big team, but it's a small school. I think it's a 3A school in Taps out in Houston, whereas we're considered a 5A institution. So a lot of respect for this team out of Houston. They too made a decent little trip to be here, and these young men are showing out as well.
1-point lead.
And again, no towel on the court, but 4 pairs of shoes is as good as a half a towel, I guess, in this situation. I think we got somebody going to the maintenance barn, maybe get something.
Well, the hospitality room, I know they had some stuff back there.
Now, Fort Worth Christian's done an amazing job of putting on a really good classic up here in Fort Worth. And there's a towel. I feel like we should all give this young man a round of applause, getting the game going again. But no, the Fort Worth Christian's done a great job putting on a really memorable experience for all these young people and their families to come in on this Thanksgiving week to participate in the game of basketball.
Well, the 3-point shootout was pretty fun last night.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Jerry did what Jerry does. Jimmy had a little rough opening round, but shot well. Jerry finished as the runner-up.
Which I'm sure in his mind is not even close to good enough.
He was upset, and we're like, hey, man, I mean, you hits another 3.
But if you ask Jerry, I'm sure he'd rather take a win any day over a 3-point contest. So we're just grateful to have him on our team, part of our community, entire Martinez family. He's got a sister that's pretty gifted in sport as well.
And on the fast break, Jimmy Navarro lays it in, and all of a sudden, St. Joe has a 47-43 lead with under 2 to go here in the third. How about that?
Well, look at that. The basketball team's much like the football team in the sense you just don't know which one's going to show up. But we're happy the one that we like watching is finally here. Hoping they can continue to improve upon this lead. And I believe they're doing it with their play on this side of the court.
McNeil's shot won't go. Navarro with the rebound. Jerry now just urging them to slow down the pace just a little bit. 1.5 minutes to go. 47-43. Jimmy driving through the lane, weaving his way through, can't get it to go. Coming back on the other end, behind the back move from Lutheran North. Cleveland with it. Jumper in the paint. Jerry going to now push it.
The ball skills of this team is really impressive, just at every position for them to be able to handle the ball in transition, pass. Look like a bunch of miniature Patrick Mahomes out there, the way they contort their bodies and advance the ball to their teammates. It's really a lot of fun to watch. But I tell you, an area that the Bloodhounds have grown in is on the defensive side, specifically in the paint. It's not just really with the addition of the big De La Cruz from Monterey, but it's their mindset. Taking charges was not something that they used to do in this program, and I really see them growing in that area of their game.
Gallegos' second shot won't go, but he hustles back in. And another opportunity, Cristiano back to Gallegos. That one won't go, and Cristiano again a part of another offensive board. Good bounce pass inside from Bernie Garza. Cristiano again, a wide open Ethan Gallegos. That one won't go.
The selfless play on the Bloodhounds is really fun to watch. The way they space out an opponent and get all of these wide open shots. And really, this isn't going to hurt Ethan's feelings. Shooter's going to shoot. And I've been around a lot of quality athletes with great mindsets, and he's right up there among them.
One thing I noticed about him right away, that's Ethan. He is tough as nails. 2-point Bloodhound lead. 10 seconds. Jerry trying to size up his man. McNeil creates some space through the lane. Jerry Martinez for number 2. Shot off the mark. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What a difference a period makes, huh, Kevin?
Absolutely. 49-45 Bloodhounds lead when we head to the 4th on the Bloodhound Network.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sunny days or starry nights. Lay back or splash down. Brunch, lunch, or late night munch. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at sopadre.com.
Welcome back. Start of the 4th quarter. Oh, there's 6 on the court, Coach. Yeah. Hey, there were 6 on the court. We counted them. That should be a technical.
I think I saw a motion for a tee. Referees are on top of this.
Yes, and yeah.
Looks like Jerry's going to take the freebies. You can make a lot of adjustments in this game, but add an additional player, I don't think's among them.
Right. And that's a tough break there for Lutheran North.
Tougher break for Jerry Martinez as he misses the free throw right off the rim with everyone watching.
I mean, the point being is that you're coming out of a timeout, and then you got 6 guys on the court. It's like, all right, what are we doing here?
As we continue with the football comparison, it'd be much like getting a delay a game on the opening kickoff, which I've been a part of. Not at St. Joe, of course. Coach Tina runs a tight ship. I think that was more when I was in charge.
Down at your Lopez days.
Oh, boy, I miss my boys from Southmost. Grateful to be a Bloodhound, though. We're excited about the opportunity to watch this last period in the Fort Worth Classic.
Cristiano's shot won't go. 5-point Bloodhound lead. Cleveland's got it. Back over to Greenhouse.
Lutheran looks like they went a little smaller with their lineup. Neither 30 nor 21 are in the game. Let's see if their smaller set will prove beneficial to the team from Houston.
Jerry comes up with a loose ball. St. Joe leads by 5 and looking for more. Jerry going to go dash right through the lane. That one won't go. Rebounded by Greenhouse. Gallegos, Cristiano, Navarro Martinez, and Garza all in the game for Sammy Lucio's Bloodhounds.
Another block by Lucas Cristiano has really been outstanding on that side of the court this entire classic.
Jimmy kicks it out to Bernie.
You can just see Bernie with that pause, probably thinking a little bit more than he needs to about that shot. But again, that's why we play in showcases like this. So, you know, men like that can walk through some of their struggles. If that's not an over the back, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
We'll see what the call is in the court.
How about Coach Cristiano over there on the bench? Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi, number 7 on the football field. Can't remember. I think he was 23 possibly on the basketball court.
He was, because I asked Andre why did he get the number 24. He said, well, it's kind of all that was left. Because it was 24, 21, or 23. I said, why didn't you get 23? And he said, well, I didn't want to be like Luigi. I was like, what?
This Cristiano family is really something special to this St. Joseph Academy community, as their middle son gets fouled in his attempt to take it to the basket. Yeah, it's a legacy type deal with the Cristianos. For mom and dad both went to St. Joseph Academy. Now, I'm not going to ask either one of them when they graduated. I think it was just a few years ago. But they've been a member of this community in this school for a long time.
Mike Avila was here. He would tell you what year.
And I think that's what's special and beautiful, really, about this institution is as kids graduate, they want to come back and do exactly what you see Luigi doing right now in the second chair.
Yeah.
You know, he started in the first game on the 12th chair, but he quickly moved up to the second chair before the first period expired. But just the knowledge that a former athlete in the program can give to other athletes that he played with. These are his former teammates in most cases. And it really goes a long way, not only in this showcase, but it goes a long way in representing what being a Bloodhound's really all about. It's not just the time you spend while you attend this institution. It's really what you do to contribute to the community after you graduate.
Lucas makes 1 of 2 from the line. It's funny because, you know, when Andre came up to be a freshman this year, Tino and we've always compared the Cristianos to the Mannings. 3 boys, and then you have your pops. So in this case, Luigi would be Archie Manning. And I think we meant little Luigi would have been Peyton. Lucas would have been Eli, and then Cooper would have been Andre.
I love it. I think that's a great comparison, especially with the personalities that we know. They're not. There is a lot of similarities there because much like the Mannings, they're unassuming. As the 3 goes in for North, an unassuming, hilarious family.
Yeah.
They have their own little quirks, and they're all uniquely different, as is the case in most families that size.
Jerry's shot will go 51-48, little over 5 minutes left here in the fourth. Both teams at this point just trying to reach back for that little extra. And it's a 1-point game. Now Lutheran North on a run of their own.
And the 4 came up a little hobbly after that take.
St. Joe leads by 1, 5:10 left from Fort Worth on the Bloodhound Network.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see.
Welcome back. Getting ready for the final 5 minutes from Fort Worth. It'll be St. Joe ball, and Martinez will inbound it. Jimmy trying to size up his man, drives through, creates some space. That ball's knocked away. That was Zion Harper right at the middle of that. Harper now comes off the dribble, puts it up, and Zion Harper, how about that? He gives Lutheran North the 1-point lead, 4.5 to go. That ball bouncing around like a pinball. McNeil coming back on the other end.
Yeah, as things heat up, Kevin, I almost want to take the headset off and get a part of the action. Need to increase the animo a little bit on the Bloodhound sideline.
Cleveland kicks it out to Greenhouse, back across the court, fires away a 3-ball. Dorian Bryant. 55-51, 4 minutes left.
This is why you drive all the way up here, ladies and gentlemen, to put yourself and your team in this types of position to see how they'll respond.
Jerry kicks it out to Ethan, makes two guys miss, and Gallegos drives to the lane. Ethan made two guys miss. Floater from the elbow, and that one's good. Bryant answers right back.
See what Jimmy and Jerry's got planned for them. I feel like either one of them can take to the basket anytime they want, and they've shown that consistently this entire match. Bernie chooses to do just that.
The ball will stay with St. Joe.
Questionable no call by the official.
Right.
Turns out to still be the Bloodhound ball. As athletic as this team is from Houston, it just really feels like we're beating them off the dribble whenever we want to.
Jerry takes a step back. Now he's going to drive in.
I'd like to see him look for that outlet pass because the corner shot's wide open as North closes in on the drive that they've been getting beat at the ball most nights. It's opening up perimeter shooting. I think Jerry should be able to see that shortly. We finally found that elusive towel we'd been looking for the entire contest. Now we're drawing off the ball with it.
57-53. That ball nearly knocked away. St. Joe needs a stop or a turnover with under 3 minutes to go. No whistle.
I think that was a good no call, actually. Bernie gets it deep into the opponent's paint. Lucas does a good job of driving.
A lot of moving parts on that last possession. Bryant has it off the dribble. That shot won't go. Good move inside.
So we got an ejection? Is that what's going to transpire here? Or?
Huh.
Kind of got confused with all the animation.
There's definitely a technical.
A lot being discussed on the court. A lot of confused players and parents, it looks like. Officials need to get this one underway. Still turns out to be an 8-point deficit with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. I'll let you fix it.
Definitely a technical. So a technical on Zion Harper. And what it looks like his afternoon is done. Jerry makes both his free throws after the technical. When we come back, 6-point game from Fort Worth.
Yeah, at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
The Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival will be held at the Harlingen Convention Center November 9th and the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade shows, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit rgbvf.org for more information.
Welcome back. 2:16 left, and it's the final game. Things getting a little bit chippy. Well, rightfully so. These two teams have been going at it.
With 2 minutes left to play, we finally reached a level of energy and competition that I kind of get excited about. Quite honestly, first half put anybody to sleep.
Yeah, a little lethargic first half, first quarter really, and then.
Yeah, second quarter came alive. We had a good closeout. That third period was nice for the Bloodhounds. Team from Houston's trying to play a little bit more physical. Again, another excellent opportunity for the Bloodhounds to match that intensity with fundamental basketball. As another free throw goes in and the clock stopped, it's really playing right into Bloodhounds' hands, even though they trail by 5 points. A stopped clock with points adding on the board plays to their advantage. Coach Tino says all the time, you can't get emotional in athletics, especially in high school athletics. I think the Bloodhounds are doing a good job keeping their emotions in check. We got 4-point difference with 2 minutes to play.
61-57.
North's got all their ball handlers on the court. Pretty questionable call in this contest. Foul on the ball. North's going to take it out. See if we can deny the entrance. It's a good attack.
That shot up and no good. Jerry now pushing it up, finds Cristiano, lofts it back up for Gallegos. Jerry back with it. Bernie pulls up a three. That one won't go.
Gotta love the way Lucas Cristiano continues to compete on the glass. By far not the big kid out there, but he's playing like one. Fresh off the football field, playing outside receiver for the Bloodhounds. He's really got some quality minutes in the defensive paint. I really think this is a 5, especially considering that Will Hanley's back in Brownsville with a high ankle sprain. Get better soon, buddy. This is a 5 that we like. I think it plays to our advantage. Time is running out. We don't have the ball, only down by 4.
That floater is up and good, and an ever important bucket there from Lutheran North. 63-57. Navarro driving to the lane, kicks it out.
That's that extra past the corner. Just couldn't convert on it, but that's exactly what you want to do in that situation. I feel like we could have done that more in the second half. North just playing keep away. Could call a walk, could call a jump ball, but they call a timeout. Couldn't tell whether he had possession or not. Official said he did. Awards the head coach from North the timeout. Less than a minute left to play.
When we come back on the Bloodhound Network. .55 seconds left. 63-57. St. Joe trails. Final game of the showcase for the Bloodhounds. Cleveland's got it, and St. Joe will foul. We had multiple camera ops here for this last game against Lutheran North. You want to give them a shout out?
I think the camera work was as good as it's been the entire showcase. Starting off with Nicholas Van out of Fort Worth, Texas, was on the camera for the first 2 periods. Annette Cristiano, the forgotten Cristiano, worked that camera very well in the 3rd period. And now my very own Kendall Starkey is on it now to finish it off with the 4th period. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate your contribution.
Thank you so much. Yep. Ian did 2 games yesterday, and Klaus did a game earlier today.
Many of you will remember Klaus is the one who dropped the camera in that exciting contest versus St. Michael's.
Yes.
As this game closes out, you really got to hand it to Lutheran. They showed up and played a complete game for 4 periods. They've led the contest the majority of its time. Although St. Joe made a great comeback in the 3rd period, they have trailed the majority of this contest. And so you tip your hat to the 3A private school from Houston. You wish them well in their district play. I think they're 5-1, fixing to be 6-1 this year. And so I'd like to think that both teams have had a good showcase and, God willing, come out of this thing healthy and go home, enjoy a Thanksgiving turkey, and move on to what's next on the schedules. I think for us, we're playing Rivera this Saturday. Both JV and varsity will be playing at Rivera Raiders. Tip-off time, I believe, is somewhere around 1 o'clock, 1:30 for the JV, varsity to follow. Thank you so much again, Kevin and Rio Sports Live, for covering the Bloodhounds and all the Valley sports. We are grateful for what you do.
Thank you for joining us, Coach. Did a heck of a job just hopping right in. Mike's, so long as I'm here, the mic's always open.
Oh, boy, be careful. I might hold you to that.
Final
Thanks, buddy.
score, 65-57. Lutheran North wins this one, and Brownsville St. Joe will wrap up their showcase with a 2-2 record. On behalf of myself, Kevin Naro, Joe Bowling, and everyone at Rio Sports Live, saying thank you for watching. Be safe on the road. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, Brownsville.
See you on the other side when we come back. Signing off from